Welcome everybody. Again, YouTube screwed with our live settings. Had to start a new one. I apologize. It keeps turning our view from horizontal to vertical without us doing it. So, just a little thing we gotta fix. How is everybody today?
I'm good. I think I might be the only one watching.
I'm sure. I'm trying to fix everything with it.
All the chat settings and everything. And you get
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I can do that. I can at least do the chat setting. Like,
Yeah.
I got the
So
chat
what is
setting.
up, everybody? Delete that one. Who's all watching along? Anybody? Anybody? Go through. Share. I'll wait till we get a few more people on. Let us know who's watching, where you're from.
Or for somebody that we met recently, since we got so many new people coming on since the Bigfoot camping adventure, make sure to say hi. I'm going to say hi real quick and you'll hear me talking. But that's the best I can do. Hi all, I'll be lurking while driving. There we go. I almost think it's just like a swarm of bugs or something on this side of Cranberry. We got anybody watching? I mean, it is the middle of a work day, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Our UK friends, it'll be the evening. Like dinner right at dinner time. Our Kiwi friends, it would be 4 a.m. tomorrow. So I can kind of see that not being the thing. Announcement about this anyhow. So
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna watch us.
we got a few.
Really?
There's a couple people. So if you are on, got to give them a minute if they haven't subscribed yet. We're just going to be chatting along and answering questions. If you want to do like a question and answer while we're on our way out to do our investigation tonight, that's kind of what this is all about. Just getting to know you, you get to know us, especially if you're new here. We appreciate you coming along for the ride. If you don't know us from our storm chasing, we do this on there as well. We really like to know, hey, we got somebody.
Huh?
I couldn't read it.
I'm just waiting for the iPhone launch to see what's new.
Sweet. When is the iPhone launch? Is that John? I should have worn my glasses, John. I'd be able to read the chat a whole lot better. I might, let's do a rest stop. Maybe I'll grab my glasses
Yeah.
so I can read along. It's today, huh? What number is this? Or do they do them by year? Is it like the iPhone 24? I can't remember now. We're all the iPhone 16. Okay. Yeah, because we're all Android users. So I feel like once you start with something, you kind of stick with it just because you almost don't like change. I like a lot of the things that the Androids and that do, but when it comes to content creation and stuff, I think the Apple products are a little better. Everybody that you see that does a lot of content creation, a lot of them use the Apple products, and sometimes they're kind of bummed we didn't do that. But old dogs, new tricks, don't go real good together.
You're so silly, dude.
Right? Gonna be some storms with the hurricane that's coming. Not sure where they're gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, we're unable to send anybody to do the chase on this hurricane.
It's a little far.
A little far. Josh needs to do some do a little working so he can make his car payment this month and stuff. So he's not gonna be able to take the time to run down. We gotta pick our battles sometimes. We're still so new in the storm chasing thing that financially we do most of the financing, all this. So we gotta pick our battles sometimes, and chances of some stuff more maybe East Coast stuff coming up. So we're gonna hold off on this chase. Just a little far for maybe not a great reward. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely gonna be some storms coming. We're keeping an eye on all that. We're trying, as storm season winds down a little, though, we're trying to get a lot of things done.
That's absolutely right, John. That's what I told him. He really wanted to go. And they said, how are you going to chase if they come repossess your car because you're going to make the car payment?
Right.
So it's more important that he goes out and gets a few jobs in, pay that car payment and the insurance so he can get on to the next one for you guys. Maybe something a little closer to home too, because Texas-Louisiana border is pretty far. That's at least a 2-day drive, and that's driving straight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like it's 24 hours down to there.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's 12 hours of driving each day, which is pretty exhausting just to get there. And then you have the chasing itself. You don't know how long you're up, you know? I mean, people do it, but if he would leave now, he could probably spread it out, ride down, get a little more rest in between, but gotta make that car payment. That's first priority right now.
Yep.
But we'll get out there.
For sure.
Hi, Jana. How are you today? We have Mars with us in the back. And Chris and I, we're heading to Ohio for a paranormal investigation tonight at Madison Seminary. This will be our 6th time going out there to investigate. The place is, how do I want to say this? It draws you back. There's something very intriguing. There's one other place we do a lot of investigating at. We've been there 5 times, and that is the Ross House. It's also in Ohio, but it's in the southeastern corner in Bel Air. This is in the northeastern corner up near Erie, that area up near Lake Erie. So
yeah, it's like I think it's almost the halfway mark between Erie and Cleveland.
Yeah. So we're going to be investigating what is going on with this. Why is this? What is going on?
That's quite interesting.
You see that?
Yeah, and it's frozen on my screen. You guys still hearing us?
What the heck is it doing?
Try to do the camera road, like, you know what I mean? No, not that. Bring the camera on you and then take it back. Maybe it's just a camera glitch. Say hi to everybody.
It won't let me rotate it. Is that thing on?
Yeah. You guys they can still hear us. Is your screen frozen now?
Mine is. But this is, I don't know what this is doing here. I might have to come back in a second, guys.
We might have to turn the phone off and turn it back on here real quick, so just stay with it.
Says we're live. Hi. Let's see. That looks a little better. I don't know.
You thought it was frozen on your end. You should have seen it on our end. That tractor trailer was zooming back and forth 100 yards on us. It was pretty cool, actually. Oh, I was going to point something out paranormal, too. We passed it because of dealing with that. Crap.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. So we just passed an exit that I could have showed you a field where Connie's brother and I came and investigated a Bigfoot sighting that was in the snow. I forget even what year that was now. But a guy called and witnessed one walking across a field beyond an exit right back there, the exit we just came through. And when we came up, we found the footprints, and they weren't huge. Like, the prints weren't real big, but the stride, like, was ridiculous. Like, 5-6 foot stride. Like, my brother-in-law and I had to, like, jump from footprint to footprint to try to match them. And he and I are both 6 foot tall, so whatever this thing was super, super tall.
Yes, Jana, tonight's investigation is inside. It is 88,000 square feet of inside space that we will be investigating. There are 2 buildings that are connected with a hallway, but there are 4 floors in the one building. There's 4 floors in both buildings, right?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yeah, there's a basement, 2 floors, and then a basement, 3 floors in the newer building. At least they newer. When was it built? 18. That was after the Civil War.
No, it was built before because it was the seminary first. It was a school first, and then once the public schools came into effect, because they didn't have public schools, they wanted to.
Oh yeah, it was a seminary school.
Yeah, well,
originally.
It was an affordable school for kids to go get an education, and then once the public schools came in, they were able to close it down, and that's when the government basically bought it for a home for widows and children of the Civil War. And then it grew into like a home for people that were, falling on tough times with like older people. And they still had children there, but then eventually the children went into the foster care system, and they started bringing in people. It was bought by the Ohio State Mental Health or Mental Hygiene Program.
Yeah.
And they were bringing in people with mental health issues, and the top floor of this building, the one building, was an asylum. That's where they kept people with mental health issues, and that's where a lot of the crazy stuff's happened. We'll go later tonight. We'll go over the whole history. We're gonna talk about it as we walk through. We're not gonna bring the live through on the tour because a lot of us aren't doing the tour since we've been there so many times. We'll be setting up our equipment so we can make sure to get started. We have till 4 a.m. in the building, and there will be 5 of us, plus the woman that does the tours. We're good friends with her now, and she will be sticking around and doing some investigation with us. because she is an investigator herself. And the building itself is now owned by Adam Kimmel. Adam Kimmel is a paranormal investigator that is buying buildings that are in disrepair and opening them up to other paranormal investigators to come investigate affordably, because there are big buildings you can investigate all over the country, but they are very expensive. Like Trans-Allegheny is like, I think it's $1,500 now to investigate. That's like 10 people, but I just looked into Mansfield. It is now $3,000 to do a private investigation. Now you can bring 30 people, and it is huge. So 30 people, you wouldn't even run into each other. But we don't have 30 people on our team to go there, so we cannot afford that. Other places like West Virginia Penitentiary is pretty expensive. I think it's $1,200 to investigate overnight for a private investigation. Now, all these places also have public investigations, but you don't know who you're going to be teamed up with. They usually bring in like 30 people at a time, and your evidence kind of gets tainted with other people, especially if they're not used to investigating. They're going to be scared and screaming and doing whatever. We have a certain protocol we follow when we investigate, so we like to do the privates. But Adam Kimmel has bought these buildings. He has this one, Fairfield County Infirmary. He's part of the Indiana State, I believe.
What's the Stark Tavern? Does he have something to do with it?
Yeah, Stark Tavern. His son, I
feel like he's also like partial in a
Billy
lot of
Creek.
like, he's helping.
Yeah,
people.
he's helping people get them started. But the good thing with him is he's not profiting from it. He's putting the money back into these buildings to restore them. And that's why we respect him so much, and we do a lot of his buildings, is he's trying to restore history. And that's what we love, and we want to go into these buildings and help them out.
I think he makes his money then producing videos
Yes.
and things.
Yeah. So
having
good
your
guy.
own building
He is a real awesome guy.
Yeah.
We've met him a few times, and he's just very personable and down to earth, and he will share his experiences and share his theories on the paranormal. And yeah, so Shelly will be our tour guide tonight. At least that's what she told me. I was private messaging with her. And where is my stuff? Sorry, guys. But Shelly, we got to be friends with her by going to Madison so many times. And she also investigates. She's a volunteer there. So she helps out with the tours. And next week, if you guys, anybody's interested in it, they're having their MadCon, Madison Seminary, their like little conference con thing that they do every year. They have one at Fairfield, and they have one at Indiana State Sanitarium. So pretty cool thing. Raises money for cystic fibrosis. And if you want to come out, they're going to be having lots of fun at that. You can check them out, Madison Seminary on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. But yeah, I fell in love with this place the very first time we went. We have had some amazing evidence. It will be up on our Facebook page. I'm sorry, our YouTube page here on Faye West Paranormal. In the next few weeks, we're going to get all of our old stuff. Now that storm season's winding down, we've been really working on editing our paranormal stuff. We have had so much evidence over the years, but we've never had time, because when you investigate, well, at least when we investigate, we have DVR cameras set up. We have 8 of them set up all over the building. We also have handheld cameras set up, audio recorders. So we want to catch our evidence in real time. And then we have to go home And then you have figure, if we're investigating for 8-10 hours and you have 8 cameras that you have to go back through all that evidence, you have to watch every single second of those because you never know what you could miss. So there's hours and hours of evidence that you have to go through, or video that you have to go through to find any evidence. And it gets really boring and monotonous. And sometimes you don't find anything, so there's no reward. But a lot of times what we do is we have someone watching it live on a monitor in like a command base. And they will write down if they hear something, if they see something, they'll write down the time, what camera, and we can go back and review it and say, oh, you know, that was just a flashlight. Oh, that was just dust. Oh, that was one of the investigators making that sound. But it's still a lot of time and effort to go through all that and figure all that out. So, we usually get to that stuff as soon as possible, but it still takes time to edit it all together. And we made a video for the event we did, best evidence from 2011 till the present. If we get anything cool on this trip, we'll add it to it. We found a few more pieces of evidence that we want to add and fix up the video a little bit, and we're going to be sharing that. And then each of those things in that video, like, it's what, about 10 and a half minutes long. So each thing in that video, we're going to release a little bit longer of a video so that you can get the context, like what was going on with it. But yeah, that takes time, and storm season's winding down, so now we'll have a little bit more time to do that. Some other exciting things. We're going to be on a podcast, SFA West Paranormal, October 29th at 11 a.m. And it is with a group called Exploring the Unknown. If you want to check them out on Facebook, there are 2 guys that are really cool. We met them at the Bigfoot camping adventure this weekend. So we're going to be going on to their podcast and talking about spooky things since it's like 3 days before Halloween. And hi, Mike Push Carriage.
Anybody get arrested area?
I do not.
Okay, I'll keep rolling.
Yes, John, poltergeists. They fascinate me too. Poltergeist means a noisy ghost. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is a tangible spirit to it. Poltergeist could be manifested.
Psychokinesis.
Yeah, psychokinesis. It can be manifested by emotions from a kid going through puberty or someone that has having a lot of emotional turmoil in their life. Can actually manifest a poltergeist. It's pretty interesting. You have to look all some of that stuff up. But yeah, they can cause movement of things and noises, and a poltergeist isn't necessarily a spirit, like an unalive human.
It could be, it could not be. Yeah, you don't know.
So who all else is watching with us? I see there's 9 people. Give us a shout out in the chat. Let us know who's here. Let us know where you're from. Yeah, Josh was at Lake Erie. I guess he got 2 water spouts. I couldn't find him in the video. He has to pull those out and show us, because we were at our event for the Bigfoot camping adventure. That was a pretty good time.
It always is. I think if it's going to be a bigger event, they're gonna have to do an annual. Like, it's a lot of work though, but I think it can be pulled off.
Yeah, we had a lot of there were other Bigfoot enthusiasts, Bigfoot quote unquote experts. I myself don't know how anybody can be a Bigfoot expert, because you don't walk up to Bigfoot and say, hey, tell me what your favorite food is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not like anybody's set up on a Bigfoot den and just sat there and watched everything.
People have claimed that, but I don't know. I don't think anybody in the paranormal field should be considered an expert, because everybody has their own experiences. Everybody like sees and hears their own things. So Tim is exhausted after staying up for the Lions game. We'll take a nap, Tim. We're going to be on live later at 8 o'clock. This is just a little ride and chat on our way up to the seminary.
Like we do on our storm chase, and this is kind of the pregame.
Yep, trying to get everybody to know what we're going to be doing tonight. And we'll be live again at 8 o'clock once we get in. A couple of the people with us. One girl has been there before, so she knows the building. The other guy that's coming with us has not. In fact, I don't think he's ever done any paranormal investigations, but he is very, very interested. He's done a lot of research on it. He's just never investigated. We used to work together years ago at Rescue 8, and he wanted to come along and finally had some time. So absolutely, join us. We have the space. But the other girl that's coming with us, her name is Heather Moser. She is a producer for Small Town Monsters. It's a YouTube channel that does all video series on different paranormal. She also has her own paranormal podcast, and she's awesome. Like, we love her. The first time we did a documentary for them, she was there, we met her, and we just clicked and found out how much we all are into the paranormal together. So Jana said, Heather. So you know Heather. Heather is awesome. Most times when we see Heather, it's for
Small Town Monster
small
stuff.
town monster stuff and doing documentaries and stuff. But tonight we're gonna do some ghosty ghost stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a big fan of her work. Awesome. Well, she is going to be with us tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we love her podcast and that she does. She has her own nice piece of property with some goofy stuff in.
Yes, she does. I don't know if you've seen some of the documentaries about, like, it's out near Minerva, Ohio, the Minerva Monster. That would be all around her area, and she's had some strange activity on her property. So Seth came out and did a documentary on her property, and he actually had his first sighting there.
Yeah, I forget what the name of it is.
But we're going to be, how far is it now? It's not too far, is it?
A little ways still.
But I hope you all can join us back at 8 o'clock tonight.
It's still got an hour.
That's when we're going to start all of our fun festivities. I'm sure the other guy that's joining us, his name is Mike. Not Mike Chris Carrot, but he should have came with us too. Yeah, this is really awesome. The leaves are turning a little earlier than normal this year with all the dry weather we've had. I hope we're still going to get good color and it's not going to be all dull from not having enough rain, but a little more time will tell. We'll be doing that this fall too on our storm chasing channel. We'll be going out doing the leaf peeping like every year, so I know a lot of people enjoy that because they don't get to get out and see it.
Cases.
And Pennsylvania has a beautiful scenery of leaves in the fall, so we'll take y'all out. Oh, Mike, you could take a day off. Come on out. Take Jeff, come on up here. It's only like 3 hours from home.
Right.
Anybody else that's watching along, give us a shout out in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We love talking to all of our followers. It's not real chilly here though. It's 71 degrees. I mean, it's not hot, but it's definitely
That's
cooler than
pleasant.
it was. Yeah, but it's pleasant. But we do have our hoodies for tonight. The building does not have any heat, but I'm sure it hasn't cooled down too much yet. Sheets. Just laying in, son.
Let's see. Resting.
Yeah, like you're not gonna make it over the sky. Yeah, we met this couple of guys from Exploring the Unknown. They also had a vendor table at my brother's event at the PA Bigfoot Camping Adventure, and we had a raffle at our table that if you subscribe to our paranormal channel, you can enter into a raffle to win a basket full of paranormal equipment, like for investigating. And one of them won, so I was pretty excited for them. We're going to be on their podcast at the end of October, and we're going to try eventually to get together. They mostly do podcasts right now, but they just started getting into investigating. So we'd love to go out with them and give them any advice, and that's always fun to do. Tim said, I only have 2 reasons for cold weather, and that's deer hunting and ice fishing, but haven't done either in a few years due to the warm winters.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lake Erie is so warm right now. When we were up for the water spouts, there's going to be more yet, but the day we went up, caught that beautiful spout up there, we talked to a few of the locals, and they said every year, and it's true because we were up there the last 2 years, there's been a blizzard around November 20th because the water is so warm. This year, they're anticipating a huge storm. The cold air comes across the lake from Canada, across that warm water, and it causes huge lake effect snows. So last year, when we were up in Dunkirk, New York, we got 8 thunder snow. So that was amazing for us. I love that. And this year we'll have Mars with us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is awesome to see and hear, and yeah, be in it, because then even the snow gets even heavier around thunder snows. So what else is everybody up to? Yeah, our first stop we're going to be making is probably in Sheets or somewhere like that. But then we're going to be going to the hotel to check in, get settled. We are going to go back to the hotel in the morning and get some sleep. But we're actually staying Tuesday night as well, because tomorrow, for any of our storm chasing family, we have a surprise tomorrow. So y'all are gonna have to watch for pictures. I'm not gonna do a live because it would kind of be weird, but we're gonna definitely do pictures. So you all have to watch for the pictures. Right?
Yep, we'll do a post for sure on all social media platforms. Sorry, I was over here trying to figure out where to stop. I never realized, like, this road, I don't know why, but there's like no gas stations like close to it.
Right. You have to get off an exit and go a couple miles.
Yeah. Like, for sure.
Now we're up around Poland,
We are right near Youngstown. Right
Youngstown,
now. Yeah.
Youngstown, Ohio.
Gee, I want to wait to get out of the town area. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Because there wasn't sheets not too far off the beaten path up here.
What? I was gonna ask, why do these people do this? I'm just like Josh with this. Like,
Yo. Oh, I know, it drives you nuts. Get the sheets again.
I don't get people sometimes, but whatever. It is what it is. We're not in a super rush, but
Sheets. I was trying to search for all of our faves. There aren't any faves along the way.
Ash, the only sheets I know of is right in Madison, right by our hotel.
Yeah, there's none. Like 20 minutes is the adds to the trip. Is the closest one.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'll get back to the speed day that I had. And it was only 7 minutes. Wasn't too bad.
Oh wait, that's Ohio.
Yeah, right.
Mars isn't very talkative in the back seat today.
Yeah, it's usually one of our talkers.
I'm sorry.
Mars broke her finger the other day
I
at
didn't
the
break my finger.
at our event. She
Bigfoot daughter.
yeah.
I mean, hey, it's why they call it the Bigfoot camping adventure.
I wish that's what happened. That would actually honestly be way less of an embarrassing story.
Yeah.
We won't tell what happened. That's up to you.
I appreciate
I mean, you did get into a fight with something, and it won. That's all.
It really won.
But yeah, it broke down by her lower
Speedway.
knuckle. So we have it all taped up. And there's
Jesus.
nothing much they could do for it except tape them together. So that's what we did. And wrap it at night so she doesn't bump it in her sleep. You want some leave?
What?
Do you want some leave?
It didn't help the other day. I don't help today either.
Well, we actually thought it was dislocated at first. It was pretty gnarly looking when she first did it. And Chris pulled on it, which I'm not sure on a fracture makes that better, but
Well, something happened.
yeah, it was able to get back in line, whatever it did, and we taped it all together. Oh yeah, something else we need to tell them. Today, the reason why we're going to investigate is it is Chris and I's 24th anniversary today. We've actually been together for 30 years, but it's our 24th anniversary today. Pretty excited. I just got my ring back. I had to take my ring because a couple of the prongs that hold in the center stone broke. One of the side stones actually fell out because the prongs broke. But I did, well, Chris found it for me because I was heartbroken, but found the stone. I hit my hand off a door and it broke everything. Not my finger though. I would have rather had a broken finger, I think, than my ring, but took it to our local jeweler and they fixed it all up, and now it's nice and shiny and pretty again. So of all days for it to get done today, that was really cool. Well, thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. Tim said happy anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Continue on I-80 West for 3/4 of a mile.
I think I did something goofy here on that. I think I might have, in my messing with trying to find gas, I might have missed an exit anyhow.
There's a
In
sheets at
half
this
a mile, take
exit.
exit 223 toward Ohio 46 South North Canfield Niles Road.
Oh my gosh.
Are
this
they like
guy's-
progressively slowing down with me, this gray car?
Well, they can't run into the car in front of
I'm
them.
sure they can. I would say yes, we can.
Where's the it's right there.
Seriously? Like, why did that pop up?
I don't know. Maybe it's new.
Take exit 223.
I'm pretty sure this is actually where we stayed. Whenever Kathy's call.
Oh,
For a
yeah.
1/4 mile, turn right onto Ohio 46 South North Canfield Niles Road.
We're just gonna stop at this sheets and be done with it.
We're gonna run inside here, guys, and we'll be right back out with you.
Head
It's just
northwest
like
toward
on
North
our
Canfield Niles Road.
storm chases. Thank you, Gordy, and welcome in.
1,000 feet, turn
How
right
are you
onto Ohio
feeling?
46 South North Canfield Niles Road. At the light, turn right onto Ohio 46 South North Canfield Niles Road.
No.
Well, it's not taking me to sheets now.
Oh.
It's taking me back to our destination. But I definitely need some gas.
Turn left toward Clarkins Drive, then turn left.
That was rough.
Yeah,
Take the
well,
next left toward Clarkins Drive, then turn left.
if y'all need anything or not.
Do you
Take the
need
next left
anything?
toward Clarkins
No, I don't.
Drive, then turn right onto Clarkins Drive.
I'm gonna run in.
She's mad.
Head north, then turn right.
Do you need anything, Chris?
Cheryl for a minute.
All right, guys, we'll be
No,
right
I'm good,
back.
I think.
You can watch the guy mowing the lawn at 100 miles an hour.
Right? I'll be right back in
Need
some
anything?
gas. I do not. I might run in to use the restroom real quick, but other than that.
I'll hop in the car real quick, keep them company.
Okay.
1 second, girlies, I'm coming. How's everybody doing? Yeah, John, I think it was dislocated, and I think my dad pulled it back into place, but I think it is also broken. It's in a lot of pain, and it has been. And it's on my dominant hand, so it has been an adjustment trying to get used to not using it. Sorry that y'all gotta deal with me. I'm not as talkative today, I'm sorry, girlies. You know I would be if I was feeling better. Get to watch my dad clean the windshield for us. Nice view. So, how is everybody?
Huh?
Only 2 people here now.
Only 2 people watching?
Yeah.
What?
Talking to me apparently.
I have 4 people. Where'd y'all go? I'll ride with you over there.
I gotta wait till they're done pumping. But yeah, I'm gonna run over to the bathroom.
I'm gonna jump out when you run in.
Okay.
You're in the hospital, Gordy? If you're in the hospital, that's no good. What happened? Look, the McDonald's sign is having a rave.
Very cool.
Mike's on. Mike's still watching. Mike, I'm telling you, call off work tomorrow and come up and join us.
Real quick bathroom running in.
Cordy said, so guess where I am? Starts with an H.
Home. Sweet.
Or hospital.
Hopefully home. Hopefully it's not.
Yeah, he hasn't answered back yet. Home or hospital?
I'm hoping for home.
Yes. Yep, Wilmington Hospital in
Good.
Delaware.
Good.
Another stroke? Oh, no. Not good, Gordy.
Are these strokes, Gordy, are they from blockages? Are you having little bleeds or what's going on there? You're talking to medical people, unfortunately, so we always want to know some, like, kind of what the cause is and everything.
Yeah, like if they're little clots, then they need to get you on a better blood thinner. Oh, Mike, you can. Come on. Come on up. I'll give you the directions.
Right?
We do need... I was hoping for more people that are going to be there. Well, I don't need this on till... We're just going right over there, right? Because there are a couple experiments I want to do tonight. Blockages in my views cause they are too narrow.
Okay, so the blockage is due to narrowing. So like arteriosclerosis in the brain.
Or are they in your carotid arteries? Well, Mike, if you can't come up, you can watch tonight. We'll be on from 8 till 4 in the morning. Around 4. Because we have to leave at 4, so we'll be cleaning up and such. Gotta tear everything down.
I'm sorry. Trying something different here.
What's that?
I'm gonna start getting receipts. I
Why
can
did
just
you
take
crumple it up? Oh, you took
a
a
picture
picture.
of it, yeah. There's a thing right on QuickBooks. You just go bloop, and it has it, and then it'll match it whenever it hits the, what do you call it? The statement.
Oh.
Fancy.
These, I got these $3 cheaper here
What's that? Really?
for 2.
Pull out of your way there, buddy. You're good.
Yeah, that's not good, Gordy. Alright.
I will be right back, fellas. Mars, you're on charge for a second. Do you need anything? Anybody need anything?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Just you and me. You know, girlies. Well, hopefully tonight will be a good night, but we definitely wanted more people to be with us, but pretty much everyone we asked was busy and or like working or anything else. Honestly, I could always go for some McDonald's fries. They're so fire. I don't even know what I think we're eating at a diner tonight. If I remember correctly, I think that's what we're doing. I don't remember though. I've been so distracted by my finger that I literally just have not been paying attention to anything going on. Life is like a blur. But diner food's always pretty good. But hopefully we get some good activity for everybody tonight. All our viewers can have a good old dandy old time. Good old dandy old good old time. We usually get a lot of activity at Madison, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good. You guys will love this place. This place is awesome. If you haven't watched our lives or videos from there before, it's a beautiful, beautiful building, and they're working on restoring it, and it's looking good so far. Oops, excuse me. Oh no, Gordon, that's not good. Yeesh. It sucks how vulnerable as a species we are and how many health issues we all gotta deal with. It's not fun at all. So I hope you are doing better. Well, I hope you do better. Be keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. My mom's coming back now. Gordon said that they're saying that he might have the beginning of LBD, which is what Robin Williams had.
Oh, that's not good. We'll be praying for you, Gordy. You want McDonald's fries? McDonald's fries are good.
That's what I said.
Chris should be out shortly. And then we'll get back on the road for you guys. It's a little crooked. Anybody have any questions about the paranormal? We may not be able to chat a whole lot while we're doing the investigating, But we'll do as much as we can, answer questions about what we're doing, anything like that. We'll explain before we start each session what we're going to be doing. And if you guys watch with us tonight, if you see anything or hear anything, let us know, because we will mark it down in our book and we'll go back and watch and see if we caught anything. Because sometimes things can come across what's known as an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, where people will hear it through a recording that we can't actually hear with our ears. We've caught quite a few of those. One of them, well, actually, not sure if it was an EVP or a disembodied voice, but last time Chris and I were here was on Father's Day of last year. It was just him and I in that huge building. We were tearing down for the night, and Chris left our camera sitting up in the hallway so he could just grab them as he came down. But he was bringing other equipment down. He left 2 cameras out in the stairway. I should say not hallway, stairway. And you can hear him walking down. You see him leave. He walks down the steps, which is like 8 flights of steps. And right after he's about to hit the bottom step, you hear this really loud sigh in the camera, both cameras actually. Obviously he didn't hear it. No one else was up there, just him and I in the building. And it was almost like a sigh of relief that we were leaving. It was kind of weird. That's in our best evidence video that we're going to be releasing within the next week. So we are going to be getting there around 5:30. Gordy, actually, we're going to be getting to our hotel in about an hour, checking in, and then we're heading to meet the other people that are going with us for dinner first. We're going to head over to the seminary for 5 o'clock to meet up with the lady that's going to give the couple people that haven't been there the tour. And we're going to set up our equipment, our cameras and such, and we're going to start at 8 p.m. There is already an upcoming video set up, so that's the one you want to watch. It says upcoming. 8 o'clock we should be starting. Chris, things got complicated. Be out shortly. But yeah, if you have any questions on the things we do when we investigate, or any of the equipment we have, or anything about paranormal, feel free to ask. I love explaining this stuff. Well, the paranormal's unexplainable, hence the name paranormal. But as much as we know about it, we can explain. I know there's a lot of TV shows that and other YouTube channels that do lives or do videos of their investigations, and they don't always answer questions. So we're happy to answer anybody that wants to know anything about it. Who's everybody's favorite paranormal team or show to watch? I'll start the questions. Who's your favorite? Mars?
So I'm a humor girly at heart, so I don't necessarily watch all the super, super serious TV shows and groups. I like to watch Garrett do his silly little things. Garrett Watts. He is a silly little guy doing silly little guy things.
What's the deal with shadow people? Any guess what causes them?
Shadow people?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it depends on what you mean. Like, just seeing things that look like shadows. I think that spirits manifest differently. I don't know if they have control over it or not, but yeah, I just think it's just a form of manifestation of spirits.
And on top of that, I also believe that shadow people or masses can sometimes be dark. Depends on the context you're seeing them in. I don't know. It's hard to explain how I feel about them.
I think anything can be dark and evil.
Yeah, anything can be.
I don't think it has to do with their looks.
Expedition X is my favorite. I do love me some Josh Gates. He's pretty funny. And they do some pretty crazy things. I don't know if they've ever been to Madison. I don't think they have. My favorite is Project Fear. They used to have the TV show on Travel Channel called Destination Fear.
Sorry, I'm back.
Dakota and Chelsea and Tanner and Alex, I love them. They're so funny, and I believe they're the most honest, believable, and they bring people with them now. They just had, when they got their show canceled, which was total BS in my opinion, because they were one of the highest rated TV shows on out of any TV genre, but they did basically like a GoFundMe to raise money to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, what was it? Kickstart, they
Yeah, it
call
was
them.
called a Kickstarter.
They need to do it.
And you could donate money so they could start their YouTube channel and do different investigations. Well, in like a week, they raised over $350,000, and they did little contests with it. Like, if you donated this amount, you got a rubber duck, because their thing is rubber ducks too, believe it or not. And every episode, they hide a rubber duck somewhere in their episode, even when they were doing Destination Fear on the Travel Channel. But yeah, so I donated money to them because I absolutely love them. They're like great people too. Like, all of their fans say they are amazing. They're down to earth. They answer questions. They're funny as hell. But I gave them some money, and I got a rubber duck for my Jeep, and it is autographed by all of them. I've also bought some Fear gear. I got a hoodie off them. I didn't bring it tonight because we have our own gear tonight. But anyway, they had a couple donors that gave them like $10,000, and they're able to go on investigations with them. So we watched one yesterday, and strangely enough, it was at Madison Seminary. They just released it a couple days ago.
See, like we didn't plan that. Like we didn't know that it was going to be Madison when we turned it on.
Well, I mean, the fact that we have just booked Madison, and then their episode came out.
Yeah.
We didn't know that, but that was their second time at Madison also. Have you been to Hillview Manor? No. My brother has been to Hillview, and it's very old and not well taken care of, and they have a lot of mold, I guess, and I have a big allergy to mold, so I wouldn't be able to go there. But I do hear that they have some pretty cool evidence that's been caught there. Maybe someday we'll be able to go. I just probably have to wear a mask.
Respirator.
Yeah, that would suck. I'd look like Zach all night wearing a respirator.
And even you got the glasses and everything.
Funny story about Zach Bagans. We went to his museum last September, right around this time, as a matter of fact. We took Mars and Jeremy out there for a vacation, and we went to the Haunted Museum. And when we went to go in the front door, this person opened the door and held it for us, and I looked right in his eyes, and I knew it
Yeah.
was Zach. But he had on a mask, of course, and a hoodie, so you couldn't really, like, he was trying to hide, but I knew. And then at the end,
Should have said thank you, Zach.
I should have. Then his cover would have been blown. But I know for a fact it was him also because the next day they opened a new room at the museum. So he was there setting it up. And I was
So
like,
glad we missed that
yeah,
one.
we missed it by a day. I was like,
Yeah,
what
that's
the hell?
crazy.
But his mom was also working in the gift shop. So we got to meet his mom. She's a very nice lady. Hi, Melinda. Rebecca's checking in.
Oh, we're so glad you guys are all here. You don't know what that means to all of us supporting us here, too.
Yes. And like I said, tonight at 8 o'clock, we'll be doing the investigation live. So make sure y'all tune back in for that.
Yep.
This is just a little ride and chat on the way up. If anybody has any questions about the paranormal, some people are asking things.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we can...
Yeah, because that's what I said while you were out of the vehicle. I said there's, other channels that do their live streams and or just post their edited version of their investigations, and they never really chat with their fans. I know I told them tonight we might not be able to chat a whole lot while we're doing a session.
We try to, though. Like,
Yeah.
one of us tries to watch the feed, but if something gets going, it's just like storm chasing.
Yeah.
If there's something cool going on, we might not be paying attention for a few minutes.
And it's not that those other teams don't answer questions, it's that they are kind of busy or whatever, but that's why we figured now if anybody has any questions about anything, we can answer them for you. And if there's anything later tonight, like if you have a question, ask, and if we're able to, we'll answer it for you. I'm glad you're going to be here, Belinda. That's good. I'm excited. We have two other people coming with us. Heather Moser and Mike Schubert's going to be here. Mike is a guy I used to work with. He's always been interested in the paranormal, but he's never been on an investigation. So he's never had time to go with us.
Mind you, that paranormal investigating is a lot like storm chasing. There's a whole lot of nothing going on for a long period of
Yeah.
time.
And we can't always guarantee.
Yeah.
But Madison likes to produce a lot of evidence. I was telling him about the sigh that he caught.
I'm still divided on what to do with that video because I don't know now if I can't find that project, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, we'll just have to post it as it is.
Yeah.
Another really cool thing that happened to us a couple years ago. Wait, got a question. Have you ever had anything follow you from an investigation? Well,
no.
We have not. Mars feels like she got an attachment of a little boy. His name, huh?
No,
Benjamin?
I never said he was my attachment.
Well, I thought you said he kind of followed you home.
He hung around for a little bit.
Okay. We have not.
So he did come with you for a while, you're saying?
Yeah, come see me.
Okay.
At least that we know of. We've never had anything evil happen to us or anything bad happen to us after we left. We always sage before, sage after to cleanse anything. We say a prayer. We tell whatever is there. They are not allowed to follow us home.
Sorry, I got confused. I thought you were talking about my attachment.
No.
Like my homeboy.
Did you ever get a name?
He actually changed his name when I changed mine. They're cute like that. His name was Braden, which, sounds very similar to some other names. So when I changed my name, he was like, I'm gonna change my name too. And now he goes by Alexander.
There you go.
And he loves the dog form. He doesn't like to show
I don't want to be Alex.
But I was going to tell them the other cool thing that happened at Madison. We'll be releasing the video. If we can't add it to our best evidence video, we're going to definitely upload it because it is really cool.
We can do that.
You
Yeah,
can?
no, I just was thinking about it. Yeah, all I gotta do is freaking upload the whole video and then start cutting it. Actually,
True.
we can fix it.
Okay.
I might.
That's what I was trying to tell you last night.
Here's what I won't maybe I will. I'll have to look. I'll figure it out.
I'll give you like a little sneak peek of what happened. We were in a room that they call Sarah's room. They don't know if Sarah is actually a little girl like everybody thinks, or if it's something else mimicking a little girl that was manifested by all the people saying, oh, this is a little girl, this is a little girl. You can actually manifest something. It's called a tulpa. If you talk about something long enough, it can actually take existence.
I'd like to know where the history, though, came from with the room having that name.
Right.
Because now that whatchamacallit's found,
So,
I mean, I think that history was known a little while ago.
right.
That might be something we asked Shelley today, is like, where did Sarah originally come from, the name, like people using it during
She
investigations?
definitely explained it was the first time we went there, but that was so long ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They always said that a woman had stayed in there with her child, and the child's name was Sarah. But I don't know where they got that information from, because they never had any information of a child named Sarah that stayed there.
Right.
So we'll have to find out more on that history.
So now like I say, the people there knew about it, but Project Fear found the book that had all that stuff about Sarah in it. And I'll tell you what, the personality matched
Yes.
a lot, I thought.
So there was they found in the books, different newspaper articles and clippings and things, that there was a woman named Sarah Frisbee that had stayed there, and I guess they tried to commit her for like mental health reasons, but the court found her completely sane. Well, then she tried to report the administration for abuse of the residents that were staying there, and she got arrested for that. But she did have some tendencies of like a mental health diagnosis. So we don't know if that's where the whole Sarah thing came in. People are trying to figure it out. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, hello, E. Rogers, Ed, how are you all? Anyways, to get back to Sarah's room, the first time we came here, it was myself, Josh, one of his friends, Erica, were in Sarah's room, and it's full of toys. People have donated toys, left gifts for Sarah, because they all believed it was a little girl. There was a ball. So I was trying to make communication with this spirit of what we thought was a little girl. And I said, if I roll this ball, can you roll it back to me? And all I did was lightly touch this ball, and I was rolling it straight ahead of me and towards the dresser. And all of a sudden it made a 90-degree turn, not like curved, like
Well, it almost stopped and then turned.
And then it kind of curved into this closet, which took off into the closet, which they believe is a portal. This closet. We got this all on video. Unfortunately, Josh's videography skills were a little not good.
We watched it again last night.
But we did have our DVR camera set up, so it was caught. All of it was caught on camera. Just the handheld by Josh.
Better video.
Yeah, and Josh was too busy watching
I think
me
he was
and the
amazed.
ball. Yeah, that he was aiming the camera at the floor. It was
Yeah,
pretty
like
funny.
he has this perfect view of the ball right up till Connie walks up to move it, and then I think he almost lowered the camera to watch over the camera to see what happened, and lowered the camera right at the floor. And it was like, oh my God, you had such a perfect view.
So immediately I called Chris up with a level. We keep a level with us.
Oh, I forgot to record an intro for like an edited version of this video. I'm an idiot.
You can always
But-
do an intro later.
Yeah. It's okay.
We always keep a level with us. We keep different things. We try to debunk everything. We don't want to be one of these people where everybody's like, oh, that's fake. That's fake. You made that up. We try to purposely debunk it on camera so people can see, like, no, we're not making this up. We're going to try to disprove it. And if it's disprovable, then we'll be like, that was,
Which we did have a big
Yeah.
one last night that we double checked
Yes.
and figured it out.
But the floor was level, and it was not like a downhill slope to that closet. It was like, it made no sense why the ball did what it did. I tried to roll it again. It wouldn't do the same thing. It was crazy. So that was one of our best pieces. And Shelly, one of the volunteers that does the tours and the flashlight tours and the public hunts and things like that, and like when other investigators come in, she tells them that story, because right away we went down. The two volunteers that give the tours always stay on property. There's a little like bungalow house out behind the buildings we investigate, and they stay there in case there's any issues, any problems with the building, blah blah blah. But we called them over to watch the video, and they were amazed. They were in amazement. They like, we all were. It was the craziest thing. But we're going to be adding that to our YouTube within the next week, so keep an eye out for that. You guys can watch it.
I might even try to work on that if we get a little bit of
Now, mind you, this is it was on an old camera system, so there's a lot of like that background, backfeed humming sound, but you can see it on the camera, on the video. And like I told some of the people might not have been here, we caught a Psy. Chris and I were up there investigating on Father's Day last year, and we were up in the attic, which is where the asylum was, and it was the end of the night. We were tearing down all of our equipment. I left and went downstairs. Chris was up there by himself. He was gathering up all our DVR cameras, all of our other equipment, and first thing, his flashlight died. So he was in complete darkness up there by himself, and he was like, nope, I'm not doing this. So he left the two DVR cameras sitting at the top of the stairs, the stairway. There are 8 flights of steps that go down to the first floor. So he started coming down to get a new flashlight, and you can hear him in the video walking down the steps, all 8 flights of steps. Left the cameras running because some of the evidence, the best evidence we've caught is when nobody's there and nobody's watching. So we left the cameras rolling, and we got home. Obviously went back up later and got the cameras, tore everything down. So when we went home to watch everything, we even watched that at the end, and there was a sigh. Like, Chris is gone, I'm not up there, and we were the only 2 in the building.
Yeah, you actually hear me hit the floor in the basement and like take steps out of the stairwell, and then there it is. It's
Yep.
like,
It sounds like a sigh of relief. So almost like,
thank God they're gone.
yeah. So that was a crazy thing we had happen there too. There's also a story, and we don't know any truth to this. They can't obviously find anything on it, but one of the stories is that there was a woman buried in the floor in the basement. She had been having a relationship with the property manager who was married, and she got pregnant. So he had murdered her and buried her in the floor. They actually brought ground penetrating radar in, and they got a hit on something in the floor. They brought in cadaver dogs. Well, actually, they brought cadaver dogs in first.
Right.
And they got several hits from several different dogs on the spot on the floor. So they brought the GPR in, and they got a hit there. So they dug up the concrete floor. There was nothing there.
They did find, something like a piece of rag or something, or a piece of clothing, like a shredded piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Something.
So
But the
that's not,
cadaver dogs hit on that dirt, too.
it's not to say that something wasn't there at one point. And the hole is still in the basement with railing around it, so obviously you don't fall in. But we've had some pretty interesting things happen. LiDAR is really cool. A lot has been discovered using that technology. Yes. Fortunately, I can't afford LiDAR.
Right.
They couldn't even afford the GPR, but one of the television shows that was there paid for it to be brought in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the man that owns these properties, his name's Adam Kimmel. Really cool guy. He buys up buildings that are in disrepair, and he's also a paranormal investigator. So then he opens up the buildings to other paranormal investigators or teams to come in, investigate for a very affordable price, and the money all goes back into the building to restore its history. And we love that, because a lot of history is being lost, and things are being torn down, and brand new big buildings are being put there, sheets or whatever.
Or they attempt to put a Walmart.
Yeah.
But the building that was there won't let it.
So he has a couple places. He has Madison Seminary, Fairfield County Infirmary. He's part of the Indiana State Sanatorium. I think he has something to do with the Stark Saloon and something to do with Billy Creek. Like he helps these people out.
What's the one in New York, too, that he's helped with, too?
Saratoga Springs.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's a good guy.
We got a double combo. So went up to Saratoga Springs for the Eastern Coast Concert.
Hi, Ghosty.
The opportunity. Ghosty's here.
Ghosty's here.
But the ghostie's just waking up.
But we're going to take you all along tonight to see what we find. And like I said earlier, if any of you are here for the investigation later, around 8 p.m. tonight, make sure you let us know if you hear anything, see anything, because we can't, have eyes everywhere. We try, but I know when we did the investigation up in Salt Lake, people were telling us what they could hear over the portal. That was really cool, because sometimes we can't make those words out. Ed lived about 2 hours south of Saratoga as a kid. Pretty cool. But yeah, they're having their MadCon once a year. They have like a little conference with speakers and vendors and things like that. It's actually next weekend. So, but
Having a thought right now. We can get everything set up and I have a little bit of time. Or if I could run the camera system on Nick's Adventures. That'd be pretty freaking cool.
how do you do that?
Just plug the camera system into the computer and then bring up YouTube and use it as a capture device. Just have to run the computer the whole time streaming it. Then I have to figure out how.
Maybe Adam will be there and he can help us figure that out. He's,
Whatever. We'd have to use obviously somebody's phone as a hotspot or something down there, or
talk. If he's there, we'll talk.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Adam's a very techie guy, so I'm sure he can help
Yeah,
me figure it out.
At
Well,
first,
just to like have a stream the
just have the camera system streaming all the time.
Why would that be? Why would you need anyone other than me to do
I mean, do you know how to do it?
that? Do you know how? Do you have a toolkit somewhere other than
Yeah. I do.
We have OBS or Streamlabs.
Both.
that? So literally like just I don't even know.
My thing would be getting.
So I'm like,
Yeah, my thing would be
I'm saying
connecting the
I don't even
computer
know if
to
you
the.
need OBS at all. Like pretty much you would
just bring up YouTube.
What you would do is like, I'm trying to think now.
I just have to figure out how to hook the to the computer, the system to the computer. It has a LAN cord, like a local area network cord.
We'll get it figured out. Anyways,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, back to we won't bore people with tech.
any other questions about paranormal? Or what we're going to be doing tonight? There's a couple,
I know one thing I'll tell everybody, and I don't know, probably not for Josh's last time, but anybody who watches our storm chasing too has probably seen this ride a couple of times. This is the way we've come up for our water spout chases, both of them. This is the way we've come storm chasing how many times up this way.
oh, I was talking about MadCon though. MadCon, they do this every year. No. But they, oh my God, it's a charity event. They raise money for cystic fibrosis. So it's a pretty cool thing. But we have not been able to be at one yet because of our work schedule. But
Yeah, that might be one of the ones together.
see, Ghosty said hi to all of us.
Hi, Ghosty!
I just
Getting up for breakfast, Ghosty? I always try to make sure that I'm correct. Is it 5:30 a.m. there? I think I'm right. 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. on Tuesday. I still think that's simple. Grandma was completely enamored with that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And make sure you check out our Faye West or our personal Facebook pages tomorrow night. We have a surprise.
Yeah, we'll make sure
It's
to
not
put it
going to
on
be
all.
like a video or anything like that, but there will be pictures
It'll
of
be
it.
a post.
Yeah, we can't.
We'll
take
put it on.
video.
We'll put it on YouTube and everything too.
Yeah.
We'll put it everywhere. The post.
Pretty excited. Mars doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's a surprise for everybody but Mama and Papa.
Yep. It's more like if you're part of our storm chasing family, you'll know.
Yeah.
Beautiful sky today. Get closer to the lake. Are there any spooks today?
Yeah, it's definitely gotten cloudier as we've gotten closer. Warmer, a little bit warmer too. Bonnie's checking to see this water spout forecast, I'll bet you.
I am, really quickly.
Rest area if anybody needs it.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Alright.
So our first stop, we'll be getting off when we get to the hotel. We're going to go in, check in, get our luggage in there because we're staying up here for 2 nights. Only obviously investigating till 4 o'clock tomorrow morning.
And we'll sleep all day tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll sleep all day tomorrow, and then we are doing something tomorrow evening up here that
Related to our
yeah,
storm channel.
related to the storm channel. It's a surprise. It's not a storm chase, unless something pops up. But Josh will actually be coming up for that as well. So,
Are we not staying and do some waterfowl chasing like Wednesday?
if there
We'll
are
see.
any,
Yeah,
that's
we'll
what
see
I'm
what's happening.
getting on to look. But yeah.
If there isn't, maybe we'll find something else that either makes adventures wise or maybe something else paranormal. Or just some lake time. I mean, that would be Banks Adventures kind of stuff there if you just could do a little lake time. Anybody else have any cool questions or anything? I did forget to put my glasses on now.
I did see that, Ed. They put all of New York basically under a marginal risk today.
Really?
Even NATOcast, well, his first forecast for today was a 2% up, like on the western side of New York for today. But now it's very like northern, like along the lake, Ontario and stuff. It's like a 1%. But yeah, maybe some storms will pop up and come through here, and it'll kind of boost the energy a little bit.
We can do like a little thing.
Grandma does not go ghost.
Nah, Grandma was one of the most famous places with us ghost hunting. The Sally House.
She was,
Yeah.
although she just sat in a chair. She didn't ask questions. She said, "I don't want to know."
That's what we need to do with Grandma, is bring Grandma and pick the scariest room and just sit her in a chair in the middle of it, leave a camera on her.
Not bad. She got to go to the
I know, right? Maybe we'll get to go again.
Yeah, Grandma's funny. She would get she'd make best friends with the ghost.
Uh-huh. Probably. She'd get voted mayor of the building. First undead, or first unalive mayor.
We would
Or,
bring
no,
her.
undead. First undead.
We would bring her, but she wouldn't do too well with her hip. 'Cause there's a lot of walking in this building. Although she could have manned the monitor.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. This week's been getting worse.
It has been, yeah. You went from, I've never swearing in front of my parents, to let it fly.
We have never investigated with a dog. That would be really interesting.
Honest to God, the other day, Mac was making me think about that. Like,
Yes.
this dog would be good for that.
Yeah. Hi, Doc. Doc Rochelle's on. I love calling her Doc now.
Yep.
Thank you very much. She said safe travel. She's work. Maybe you can watch us on the investigation later tonight. We'll be on at 8 o'clock starting. We'll be going till 4 in the morning, which I'm sure you work tomorrow morning too, but maybe you can watch for a couple hours.
A lot of stuff happens in the evenings.
Yes.
We were just going through a lot of evidence whenever we're doing our video, and a lot of stuff seems to happen like the 10 o'clock hour and stuff like that.
And Rochelle, I still have to get your stickers to you guys.
We have been slacking. We
Yeah,
apologize
it's
on
been
that.
so busy with the event, with the storm chasing, but now storm
check
chasing
with
is
it.
kind of winding down.
We'll get this out in the next week or so. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what we'll do Thursday. Because we got a bunch of stuff to take.
Yeah, because we have to get a post office box too.
Yeah, maybe that's what we'll try to plan for
We
Thursday.
have a lot of people asking about sending us stuff, but you have to get a post office box. Tell Grandma B that every time I see dairy cows, I think of her.
Yep.
She gets enamored by everything. Like when we take her on road trips,
Right.
it's always, wow, wow.
Yeah, and I'll be
She's like,
like,
when did that building get built? Like 6 years ago. Wow. Like, where have you been?
Right.
And this is like a building right down the street from her. She's so funny. Oh, Doc's coming back on the night, so
Sweet.
yay! She's going to dog sit tomorrow for us because Josh is coming up to meet us for our surprise for everybody, and well, for us too. It's not really a surprise for us, but the kids, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be fun.
That is.
But yeah, today is our anniversary, everybody.
So you see what we did for anniversary,
Yeah,
right?
this is our anniversary
Romantic.
date night. Last year on our anniversary, we investigated Prospect Place.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago
What
already?
did we do
Jeez.
last year? I don't even remember now. Must not have been much.
We must, yeah.
Or
I
did
think
we
you
work?
worked. I did not work. I was off with shoulder surgery. Ed said my memory's horrible, so I get surprised a lot. That's probably her. Yeah, but it could be something she passes every single day, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, when did they build that?
I think what a lot of that is that she doesn't pay attention when she's driving other than focusing straight ahead.
Every time I see corn, I say there's the corn. She brought that up to me the other day. Chris was doing some things around her house for her, and I stopped over with lunch for everyone, and she's like, oh, you know, corn. And I was like, what? And she's like, you and her joke about corn. I'm like, oh. I'm like, it's a little late now. It's kind of out of context. I
Right.
don't know what you were talking
What she's
about.
going for.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Ghosty. Thank you, Melinda, for all saying happy anniversary.
These are
thank
our
you,
OG
everybody.
girlies. I gotta tell them, guys, I broke my finger.
Yeah.
Mars done did broke the finger.
You have to tell me to say I don't have chat.
She, yeah, Mars broke her. Whoa,
You good,
what are you
Shane?
doing?
Read it.
Oh my god, you idiot sandwich.
Please don't do that.
Fine.
I'll read to you.
There's a long shoulder.
Yeah,
there.
Mars, she fell and broke her finger at the event. And it's all taped together now. It's like further down by her
Knuckle.
knuckle, the big knuckle in her hand. So I thought we were gonna have to go to the hospital, but Chris kind of straightened it out because it was all deformed. He yanked on it and made it straight.
And why would I want a hospital bill I don't need?
Yeah, there's nothing really they can do unless it is displaced. And that's
If
what they'll
it's
do.
displaced, Dad can take care of it.
Well, see, I couldn't do that. I'd pass out. So they might as well just,
You're a paramedic, that's crazy.
it's the pain level for me. I can't deal with pain.
Oh, I thought you meant if you couldn't do it for me.
Why not?
No, I couldn't. You asked me to, and I was like, I'm not touching that. That's kind of gross. It's like all bent and like
Great mother,
Big-
here.
dip in it. Ghosty said, ouch, Mars, hope it gets better soon.
Thank you, Ghosty.
Ghosty also said, I think you forgot the P, Melinda. Melinda said about the corn.
Yeah. You know, the great state of Iowa, the corn hub.
Don't catch that car. Don't catch that car.
Don't pet that car.
No,
Can't pet that dog?
I think that is a state trooper car. I'm not sure.
It is not.
Okay.
I can tell you that. They're all silver. But
Oh
I
yeah,
think
we
it
got
might be
pulled over by
local
one
somewhere.
years ago.
Yes, we did.
What is that car?
not sure. I'm not sure if it's, a police car or like a ride share.
Anybody else have any paranormal questions? Ghosty questions? Ghosty can answer her own questions.
Funny.
It's a Geico car.
Oh, we blow by Geico cars.
Can we start a guessing game to try and guess what the surprise is tomorrow? Sure. I don't think you'll be able to figure it out, but you can try. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but you can still guess.
What's the point of a guessing game if you're not going to tell them if they're right or wrong?
Because I can't spoil it for
No, I know
you
you
and
can't
Josh.
spoil it for me, but I'm just saying, like, you might as well tell them, like, guys, we can.
I don't think they'll figure it out.
We got some pretty smart followers. They're good at
Unless
mysteries.
something was said in another chat, but I don't think it was because Josh is also supposed to be his eyes. Linda is broke 3 of mine as a kid. Sister slammed my hand in the car door.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Even as paramedics, I know, I just like, that's one of those ones I can see happening and feel it, Car doors are the most dangerous.
I broke my foot one time changing my pants.
Yeah, you did.
That's how accident prone I am. I dropped the safe on my foot and broke it while I was pregnant. Like one of those little fire boxes. I've broke my leg on a call, moving a patient.
Sprained your knees. Oh, no, nice. I don't want to call.
Oh, didn't slide. I went straight down on my kneecap.
That's right.
I took one step out of the ambulance and it was like 4 inches of ice under 2 inches of snow. So I went straight down on my knee. That hurt. And I slid under the ambulance.
Yeah. Then she told her partner to go ahead in and take care of the patient. She'd wait for help. I was the help. It took me like 20 minutes to get there, and I find her still under the ambulance and slid in the snow.
I'm not gonna
like your partner couldn't at least pulled you out from under the ambulance and put you on inside.
Well, like
I don't think you want to move at that point.
I did not want moved. It hurt so bad. And he had his hand full of equipment.
He even said that to me when I went inside. He was like, she told me to leave her there. He felt so bad.
That was Kyle. Kyle.
Yeah, how he's doing.
I asked someone not long ago if he was still working at Jefferson, and they said they don't think. I wonder where he is now.
Well, he went to Allegheny now, I thought.
Oh, is that where he went? I thought he
Yeah,
went
and
to...
he did. They said he eventually sold his house and did move up that way somewhere. Like, I think he moved to Beaver or something. I heard.
Yeah, I'm like the most accident-prone person in the world. I used to get hurt all the time. I've been pretty good lately, though. Except now, my elbow. I don't know what's wrong with my elbow. I think I have like tennis elbow or something, so
Storm Chaser's elbow?
probably.
That's what I think it is. I think it's from always having it on that console.
But I
for
don't
so much
do.
time.
I do it like this.
Yeah, that's weird then.
Is someone in the family sensitive to feeling spirits? Both Mars and I are. We think Chris is too, but
Maybe not as acute, but I sense when something's there.
oh, you're just as cute. and said I
today.
challenged you to the accident-prone thing.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Mars actually at this event we did this past weekend at the Bigfoot Camping Adventure. We had someone come up to us and that was a sensitive and pointed right at her and said, "You have the gift and you need to use it." And he's like, "But I know you don't like people. In fact, you hate people. But you need to." No, he
You
was.
didn't need to call me out like that.
He knew you though, and he knew you were sensitive. Mine's more of a premonition thing, so it'd be more of a psychic. Hers is more of a clairvoyant, clairsentient. Mine is like I can see things happen before they happen.
Or see them remotely when they do
Yes.
happen. That guy straight up called Mars a medium.
Yeah.
So
He
just
said
needs to
there
develop
could be
it.
a room of people that say they're sensitive or empaths, but only 2 of them actually are. And he said, "You are, and you need to use your gift." She said, "Well, I don't want to profit off it because you don't need to. You just need to use your gift to help people."
Well, he did say that he saw in my future me doing readings.
Yeah. I want you to hear this.
To listen to a voicemail
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, the nursing home.
Oh, again.
Yeah. So what all have you done, Ed, that you're accident prone? I broke my toe in the shower one time.
You did.
To call off work. Ghost said, "Reason I asked is because I saw your Gettysburg video and I wondered." Yeah, that video, the kids were little. Like, I think Mars was, what did we say she was?
She'd have been 7.
Yeah. And Josh would have been 11.
Yeah.
We weren't there though to like try and get
He might
anything
not have been quite
paranormal.
11 yet.
We just had gotten a new camera and were trying it out, and even the settings we didn't even know how to set it to like high
quality.
definition, so it was set on a lower quality, so that's why it's grainy. Plus it was 2009, but yeah, we didn't see any of that stuff until we got home and we watched it. Hey, Chris Gray.
That's great.
Happy anniversary, Mama and Papa. I was lurking, but on a call. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
We do appreciate that.
Very much.
We were calling out what time it was, different places. You're going to be early evening now. Or mid-evening, about 8 o'clock, I'd say.
At 8 o'clock our time tonight is when we're actually going to be starting the investigation.
Yep.
Boy, gas is so much cheaper here.
All right.
6:52 p.m. He'll be way in bed when we're doing our investigation. But we're going till 4 a.m., so we might be able to catch a little in the morning, unless you want to stay up and watch.
Right.
Everybody is welcome. We're not too far from the hotel now.
I got the key already, so good. Early check-in.
Oh, we're allowed to go in now? Okay. And then we're meeting the other people that are doing the investigation with us at 3 o'clock at the diner. It's already 2? Jeez.
Yeah.
And so we won't have
Okay,
much
we didn't-
time.
Yeah, we didn't. We got on the road finally about 11, so which was ironically.
Yeah, ironically. couple weeks back, I was trying to go into our powder room, and I hit my hand on the door right at my ring, so I broke a couple of the prongs off.
Broke one of the small diamonds.
Yeah, one of the prongs actually broke so far down that one of the side stones actually fell out, and I was heartbroken. I couldn't find it. Chris went and found it for me the next day. Like, it was still on my on the floor of the bathroom, so I had to take it to a jeweler, and they put it back in and replaced all the prongs and did maintenance on it. Because I actually lost my center stone about 12 years ago.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I was at Walmart and my center stone fell out, and it was winter, so all the salt in the parking lot, there was no way I was finding it. And it was like, the way I got the center stone on my ring was like kind of a weird story, because when Chris and I were talking about getting engaged, well, he was saying, I want to propose, but I don't have the money for a ring, and I'm not doing it until I have the money because I want to get you a nice ring, blah, 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 blah. But he took me to look at rings, and I picked out the setting, and the stone was separate. And when I picked out the stone, they wrote down the number, like, because each diamond has its own serial number. So they wrote the serial number down, and he kept it. And a year later, Chris took me back to the same jeweler, which is like a wholesale jeweler. They sell the diamonds separate from the setting, and everything's like, I don't know, done right there. They make everything themselves. So we went back a year later, and cool enough, I picked out the same setting again and the same center stone.
Yeah.
Because what they do is they ask you the budget, and then they lay
And what
diamonds.
style you like.
Yeah, and they lay the diamonds out in front of you, and they say, here's what's in your budget. And they go anything from like 1/8 of a carat up to like 3 carats. But it's different, obviously, like the
quality,
Yeah,
color.
all
That place was cool because they teach you all about how to look at a diamond and know what you're looking for.
So I picked out the same exact diamond. They still had it. So a couple days later, I didn't even know, but Chris went back down to buy the ring and have them put it together for me. And they didn't have my diamond anymore, but they had one with the same quality and everything.
I think it actually was a little bit better
Yeah, a little bit.
if they gave it to me
Because
price.
Yeah, because they knew he was coming back and someone sold it. So they put my ring together, and I had it for all those years. And then I lost that center stone, so I was
Remember how I got the ring then too. I went down and bought it, but they obviously put it together me later.
Yeah.
So I had to have my best friend who was going to college in downtown Pittsburgh to go pick it up for me. And he said he was so freaked out because he was only, however old we were whenever we did that. I can't remember now, 20,
25.
early 20s, yeah. And he's like, I had never had anything worth that kind of money in my hand in my life, and here I am walking out into the city of Pittsburgh with my friends bringing it. I said, all I can worry about was being robbed.
So yeah, when my center stone fell out, I was like heartbroken. I was sick about it. But we were actually able to turn it into our homeowner's insurance, and they gave us obviously a check to replace it. So we went back down to the same jeweler, and we actually got a little bit bigger of a stone this time. But the same color, quality, carat, all that stuff, yeah. Or clarity, yeah. It wasn't the same carat, it was a little bit bigger, but so I have a place, but this time one of the side stones fell out. But thank God Chris found it.
Connie's a little rough on her ring because she does wear it. She never takes it off. And then obviously in her job, it gets dinged and banged. So.
But I love my ring. I mean, anything Chris gives me means the world to me. And the fact that we were not, like, we've been together for 30 years, but it was 6 years before we got engaged and married because we did it all on our own. We didn't have any help from our parents.
Yeah, we always said that we wanted to have nice wedding and that, so we waited until we could afford everything.
Yeah, so we had Josh before he got married. He was our little ring bearer. He's a year old.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was, I'm a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Sentimental.
Yes, sentimental person. So I knew that ring meant the world because how much he worked hard and saved for it. So
I think we both are very sentimental.
yes, I know Chris's mom gave me her mother's mother ring. So it has her birthstone and Chris's aunt and uncle's birthstones in it. She gave it to me and it doesn't fit. So I won't wear it because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. I have to get it sized, but
That we
that's something that's very
Right.
special to me too. Even a little set of gold hoops. There's very plain gold hoops, but Chris's aunt gave them to me one Christmas, and I've never taken them out. And one of them actually fell out, and I was devastated. And Chris bought me a new pair, and then I found it, so I was all excited. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave them in my jewelry box now. So we have been married 24 years this year. We've been together for 30. So yes, we're old.
are that.
But guess where we are? We are getting ready to pull into our hotel. We're going to go check in and go get dinner with our friends and then head over to Madison. So we're going to get off here now and we will be back on, like I said, live at 8 o'clock tonight.
We'll probably throw a couple posts up from dinner and stuff.
Yep, some pictures of our friends and us eating, but we hope y'all can join us again later. If not, the live will be posted. But thanks everybody for chatting along with us today. We really appreciate you guys coming over here from the Storm Channel or all of our new friends that we've gotten over the last couple weeks on our paranormal channel. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you all.
How much you make these trips go by quick.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you enjoy talking with us as much as we enjoy talking with you guys. Connie did most of the talking today, though. She was talking today.
Chris Gray said 24 years you would get less for murder. It's a long jail sentence. No.
Truth.
Everybody always asks our secret, and it's communication. Communication and teamwork. Teamwork makes
And a
dream
little
work.
sarcasm.
Yep, always. But, yep. Hi, Harlan. I didn't even see you were on there. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, let's make a double check before we jump off and say hi to anybody if we missed anybody. For sure.
Mike said I'll see you in a couple hours. Yep, we'll be back on at 8 o'clock. Doc's going to be there. Ghosty.
Sweet. We just wanted to get you guys
Mike.
warmed up for tonight.
Alrighty, guys.
Did we miss anybody else? I'm looking at names.
Well, Ed,
I heard you talking to Ed.
Yep.
Ed. E. Rogers is Ed.
Chris Gray. We had Jan
Mike.
on here earlier.
Oh, I
don't know if
can't
she's
wait,
still
guys.
on.
I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. We're gonna work on that, getting the since we only have 5 people, we probably won't have 2 groups a lot of the time. So we're gonna work on getting the camera system on the Binks Adventures streaming. And you guys, if you want to jump over, you can just watch the whole building from there. So
Yeah, that would be cool.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you can maybe catch something in a room we're not in.
And then you'll get to see what we're looking at if we decide if there's something we're going back to look at and something, you guys will see it. So we'll try that.
Oh, we love you guys too. Doc said love you guys. We love you
Love
too.
you guys too.
Ghosty, I always say to my old Z, how many years of torture? Everything has its ups and downs, but I
That's right.
couldn't be happier. A lot of bumps in the road, but
For sure.
we haven't finished our journey yet.
Nope. We got a long journey to go yet. You guys are helping us get there.
All right, guys, we'll see you all in a couple hours. Enjoy your afternoon, evening, morning.
Whatever it is where you are.
And we'll see you back on in a bit.
About
Love you
6
guys.
hours. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.